The Masked Dancer is finally a go. They started filming. We have all the details. Hey everyone, Joey here. Before we dive into everything we know, make sure you subscribe, you turn on notifications, and you give this video a thumbs up. Let's get started. So all the way back in February, I think it was February 22nd, I broke the news to you guys that there was an official spin-off of The Masked Singer called The Masked Dancer coming to Fox sometime in 2020. Of course, COVID-19 hit, things kind of went crazy, but today we finally have the confirmation. I actually want to send a shout out to my Instagram follower, Greg, who went ahead and sent me a link saying, look, it looks like they're starting to film The Masked Dancer because they have filming dates available where you, as a virtual member, can go ahead and watch. So thank you, Greg. And we're just going to go through everything we know about the show, which, granted, they didn't put a press release out. The only information we do know is from a Dateline article they put online, and the information I gave you guys all the way back in February. So just to kind of give you a little recap, this version of The Masked Singer, The Masked Dancer, is a Ellen DeGeneres version. So she originally started doing this on her show as sort of like a joke. Here's a clip.
I thought it'd be a good time for an installment of our spinoff, The Masked Dancer.
Yes.
I was born at 9:08 a.m. Ooh, I know who it is.
Yeah, I know it is.
And the Fox executives loved it. They're like, oh wow, this could totally work. I mean, all you're really doing is taking the singing aspect out and just putting in someone who can dance. And so they went ahead and last February, they started getting the ball moving on it. Ellen being the executive producer, just like how Nick Cannon is the executive producer of The Masked Singer, Ellen is the executive producer of The Masked Dancer. They'll go ahead, they went ahead, by February 22nd, they had already had a cast together and was putting the costumes together. But of course, COVID-19 hit, which caused everything to kind of shut down, because at that point, we were kind of trying to figure out if they were going to air the Masked Dancer during the summer and then come back in the fall for The Masked Singer. Now, you're probably saying to yourself, wow, they started all the way back in February and already figured out everything and how they were going to do it with the dancers. The reason why they did it that far in advance, because at that point, they were still filming, or they had just finished filming season 3 of The Masked Singer. The reason why they do it is because unlike singing, where you can go ahead and just kind of show up and maybe have one practice to sing and then you're fine to go, with dancing, they have to learn the dance moves. So there's a longer production time. So as far as we know, for the past 4 weeks, these new masked dancers have been working at it at home in the studio, watching a video of someone else doing the dance move, and then they would learn it. That way they would know how to do it for the show. And I mean, literally, I believe the first date is the 16th, October 16th. They're gonna start filming this show. Now, we don't know how many contestants, we don't know the kind of costumes. We do know a few things from the February 22nd video. We do know that the executive producer and it's the president of Fox was saying that they have to change the way they kind of do their clue packages. Before, obviously, with the pitch correct audio, they really speed up the audio and pitch it up. Well, because there's no singing actually taking place, they're like, we have to go ahead and kind of tune that down a little bit so that way people can recognize the voice. They're still going to do the clue packages. As far as I know, just to kind of compare The Masked Singer with The Masked Dancer, they're still doing the virtual audience and they're doing the animated clues, which is really great for us. Now, we don't know if this version of the show is going to have the Men in Black. I kind of hope they do. If they plan this out right, I mean, if they just finished filming season 4, they can start literally pick up from exactly the same spot with the same cast and crew. I'm assuming so. I mean, we don't know anything about the judges. Is Ellen going to be on there? Is Twitch going to be on there? Is Nick coming back to host? All these little questions we still really don't know anything about. But just looking at my notes right here, we do know that they are doing virtual audience. A lot of you guys already got your tickets. If not, I will put a link below. That way you can go ahead and grab your tickets in advance. They are going through very quickly, which is strange because as far as I know, there hasn't been any videos or any kind of press put online. I mean, even the Instagram account for The Masked Dancer shows nothing. So I'm hoping that maybe with tonight's episode, because tonight is October 14th, and so we get another episode tonight, maybe they're going to introduce the characters soon. I mean, the way I look at it is that if you are a virtual member and you're going to watch them sing and dance, they're in their full costume. And as far as we know, it's the same costumes, not the same costumes, but the same designs of what we've been seeing on The Masked Singer. So they're going to figure out the costumes literally within the next few days. So they have to start releasing that information shortly. The judges, who's hosting, how many contestants, what kind of costumes, what are they looking for? We do know that it doesn't have to be a single person. It could be a group of people, just like with the Snow Owls. So, I mean, there really isn't much to kind of base things off of. And now I know you're probably saying, hey, how are you going to do this year? Are you going to cover this show just like you do with The Masked Singer? And to that I can say, yeah, without a doubt in my mind, we're going to be covering that show. And if they do this right, where it's going to be on and off every single other for Masked Singer, Masked Dancer, so on and so forth, we can literally go year-round doing these kind of videos. And as far as I'm reading into it, especially with the information, the FAQs when it came to the virtual audience, they're not going to get any clue packages there, but we're still going to get, they're going to come out, they're going to perform, they're going to talk to the judges, which is, we don't know yet if it's going to be pitch correct. I'm assuming it's going to be, so we will, if it is pitch correct, or pitched up, we will pitch correct that. The clue packages will have some kind of audio distortion, which we'll go ahead and pitch correct. And then we'll still go through all the clues and the pitch correct audio to compare who we think people are on this channel. So for me, it's kind of like a, you know what? We're just pretty much changing this to Dancer and just kind of going with the flow. So I'm really excited. I want to know what you guys think in the comment section. Do you think they're going to be full costumes? Do you think they're going to be maybe skin-tight costumes or maybe just like a tight mask? If you remember the original version of The Masked Singer, which was in South Korea, which had Ryan Reynolds, I wish he would be on our version, they really just had like a cape and like a flat, like cardboard face. Like, I don't even know, just like if you did like one of these kind of things, but it had like a face printed on it. So, I mean, they could potentially do that because you have to be kind of nimble for that stuff. And when you're thinking about the contestants on this version of the show, I don't want you to think that they are just professional dancers. They're not. They are everywhere between ages, as far as I'm being told, 16 all the way up to about 70 something or something around that age right there. And they're not all professional singers or dancers. They could be football players. They could be baseball players, they could be in gymnastics, they could be a YouTuber, they could be many different things. All that I know is that keep an eye on your favorite celebrities and see what they're posting between now and 2 weeks from now. If they're not posting as much, they could be on the show, you never know. And also keep in mind that the executive producers of this show, The Masked Dancer, are the same ones from The Masked Singer and are the same ones from Dancing with the Stars. So they have tons of celebrities they can pull from. I know I think we had a list somewhere where it was like 12 contestants from Dancing with the Stars found their way on The Masked Singer. So I wonder how many are going to make their way from Dancing with the Stars to The Masked Dancer. Anyway, once again, let me know in the comment section what you think. I'm so excited. Tonight, remember, it's 7 p.m. and every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time before the show, we have a live stream. So make sure you join me there. I'm Joey. I hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you later. Bye.
This is hard.